So it's Saturday morning, guys. It's foggy out there, really cold. But you know what? We got to do what we got to do. So we're going to be going on site today, and we've got 100 little jobs. And I say that because when you're finishing a project, that's what you got to deal with. This is now the hardest bit. Put a wall up or a little bit of plastering, skimming, 1, 2, 3 day job. But this bit is like, I've got to paint a little bit of shed. I've got to put some expanding foam in certain places. I've put blinds in the back, and I've got to get that all ready. And I'm going to show you how to prepare and plan for all of them things as well. Because when you've got about 25 blinds in your hand, you're like, shit, where does what go? But I've done something before to make sure that I'm prepared this way. So I'm going to show you all of that. We're going to be painting shed. I'm going to do a quick change as well, because when you're painting, you're going to get covered everywhere. So I'm going to get the gloves on, get some overalls on, and yeah, you're going to see what we do on site. Let's go, baby. Yes, so we're on site, so follow me. So back on site. You probably know this property already by now. Yes, look at this place. It's starting to take shape now, isn't it? Follow me, guys. Boom, last time you saw the skirting boards on, but this time you can see all the cork filler. It's all being filled, all windows have been cleaned. And do you know what? I'm gonna start bringing out the blinds now, because it's that stage where we can start putting them up. I've got some nice furniture, or shall I say appliances. They normally call it white goods, but guess what? These are black goods. I've got my 2 washing machine and dryers in here. So now they're not empty spaces, they're starting to take shape. And also on top of that, check these out, guys. Boom, look at these lovely tiles. You know what I mean? Before it was just wall plastered, but now once it gets a little bit greasy and stuff like that in here, it's gonna be so easy to wipe, and it looks so nice. I've got my extractor fan down there, which is going to come at an angle. So when I get that fitted tomorrow with my other builder, you're going to start to see this place look really nice, and you're going to see the whole place nicely cleaned with this matte grey finish, grey flooring, black to break it up, and then white. You're going to see that interior design. These are going to look amazing for one of our strategies that we're going to be doing, which is all about Airbnb serviced accommodation, because I've got another plan that I want to do with this property, but in the interim I just want to do some short-term lets. So follow me to the shed, guys. Just before we go, just have a look down the hallway. How good does that look? Like, it's actually starting to look like a property. I got my tripod ready from the other day, you know, but check this out. There must have been at least 400 screws in here, because you know why? The boxes came in 200 and I bought 2 boxes and they were all used. So imagine taking a fill and scraper and filling every single hole. That was one of my day's jobs. And then basically I sanded the whole thing down. So Obi-Wan Kenobi, like, okay, maybe not, yeah. But basically, you just take this 120 sandpaper, which means it's quite fine, not quite coarse. Coarse means that if it's like real big, heavy blobs, like on exterior, you might want to use that first. But because it's just a little bit of sanding, because I've used my scraper just to try filling the hole in as much as possible, I just need this. So once I get this, all you need is a flat surface. So because this is flat, you know you want everything in line with this, because you want it to be nice and smooth. So that's the top tip. Put the sandpaper straight over, and all we're doing until you can feel it and you can't even see that hole no more. So once we do the undercoat, you won't even see that. Next top tip was I got my gun out. No, not a real gun. It's called a silicone gun or a cork filler gun. And basically what that is, when you got cork filler, it's just basically like normal filler, but in a tube. You cut it at an angle, and as you put it into the corners, you just take your trusty finger with some fairy liquid and you just push it straight in there. So this now gives that hard edge a bit of a softer finish. You'll see it, because painting is, anyone can paint, remember that, but not everybody can prepare the whole environment before it's painted. So when you're gonna see the paint, it should leave a nice smooth finish that you didn't even know there was anything behind there. So I hope you enjoyed that. So I think you're going to be following me for the paint process. So I've got to get masking up now and putting my dust sheet up. So I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back upstairs. And while I was doing work up here, I had a light bulb moment. Yes, baby. So before I tell you about my moment, we had to fill and sand all of these skirting boards because there were little gaps, as you remember from the last video, but we've sanded it all down and now we started putting the lipstick. Lipstick is the gloss work. So I haven't chose the shiny gloss, I've chose a satin gloss, which is a little bit more subtle, and I think it just looks a little bit more nicer and a little bit more chic. Now we've cleaned our windows, they need blinds, and I've ordered all the blinds. So I've got 2 top tips here. First of all, I wanted blinds. I called up Hillary's, they're the ones who are known for blinds. As you can see from this quotation, for roller blinds, grey, it all comes down to a very handsome 2,738. I ain't got money for that, B. So what I actually did was I went on Amazon, had a little look. There was one supplier with so many good reviews, thousands, ordered it from there. Guess how much I got them all for? A fraction, 360 quid. How about that? And all I need is one of my builders to come, 100, 200 quid, and he's fitting them on for me. So make smart decisions like that. My next dilemma now is, how do I know what blind goes where? Because some of these windows are 100 and some of these windows are 110. Yeah? So imagine I've got a window that's 107 and one that's 100. When I'm putting these on, I might be cutting the wrong blind for the wrong place. So here's a top tip. We've all got notes on our phone. Take a picture of the window. As you can see, there's the water tap for the sink. And you know it's 90 centimeters wide. Here, 60 by 2 and 100 in the middle. And that's the kitchen bay window. So now when I take out my blinds, I know exactly where these blinds will be going in what sort of specific places. And by doing these notes and having the pictures, one, it will stop you from making a mistake. Nothing worse than a mistake, because if you have to order these blinds again, it's gonna take 3 to 5 days, and then you're gonna have to call your builder again. It's gonna be a job left over, and it's gonna cost you a lot more money. And second of all, it's a lot more faster. You just get straight on site, put them exactly where you need to put them, and you just get on with your job. That is what experience teaches you. The book won't teach you that, guys. So stay tuned, and you're gonna just see us organizing our blinds now. Boom. Okay, so this is what I mean by you have all of these turn up and you're just like, where does it all go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, well the numbers at least, right? Because I know that I've got 14 windows here. I definitely know these smaller ones are for these bay windows. So I know I've got a bay window in the kitchen, I've got a bay window here, and a bay window upstairs as well. So these are my bay windows. Second of all, let's have a little look what we got here. What we got, this says 10 by 200. So 200 is the drop, but it doesn't show me how wide it is. It just says 10. So this is gonna be interesting. So my first bay window is 2 of them are 60, so that's kitchen. My next bay window is 50, and my other bay window should be 50. So the kitchen window is the one with the bigger ones. Literally, that's how I'm gonna plan it out. This one got in my kitchen, which I'll just leave down here. Just leave them up there for now. This is for my bay window upstairs. Boom, done. First one. It's actually annoying because it hasn't said how wide it is on here, so I need to sort of work it out, but I can work this thing out. So, no, I'm telling lies. It's right here on the bottom. So I know this is for the back room with the single window, 71, because I remember, let's have a little look here. 70 for that little back window, it says 71 there, so that's great. No, this one, the one that says 102, it's gonna go in the window, in the kitchen. This is what I mean, bruv. Look, got paint on them already.
Oh, hell no, man. What the?
I know exactly. Don't you just love it when a plan goes to plan? So I think we're all done in here. I've just put some materials. We need to go to the shed and start painting it up. Put a nice little undercoat. But before that, let's change up. Whew. There we go. That's a little better. I don't mind getting these dirty. So let's go, guys. It doesn't feel right, does it? Life is all about balance. Here's a good analogy right now. I'll show you. If I go here, is that gonna stay up?
Obviously not.
No. If I go to the left, is it gonna stay up? But if I look at the middle, here we go. We'll get this.
Come on, we gotta find a balance. Ooh.
Yeah?
Ooh.
But you get what I mean.
You've been practicing.
Yeah? If I put it,
fingers as well.
if I put it in the middle, yeah, it's not going nowhere. And that's life. That's the universe. Forget us as human beings being mentors and stuff. Yeah.
I think the game's on point.
But life is all about balance, and you've got to make sure you're managing all the balancing acts in life as well. So it's very important to make sure everybody's happy in a transaction, not just one person, because then there's no longevity. If you feel like you're being used, then you're not really going to do it for too long, are you? So it's all about relationships. Who are the relationships you want in your life? It's like a gym membership. Look, today I went to look at gym memberships, yeah? Virgin Active charges £189 in Canary Wharf. Plugging them in. Third Space is charging £212. Yeah, big membership. But why are they so expensive? Why? Because the people that can afford to go to them gyms, and they're always full, are big business people that are worth 300 to £500,000. Most likely, you're gonna find your next person who you're doing your business deal there. One business deal, $2,000 for the year or 2,400 for the year. One business deal, that membership's paid for itself because you had the right person around you. How did that how did that gym value itself? Yes,
Whoa.
the facilities it gave to you, but they also know the network you're around. So we have to learn from the biggest institutions anyway, so.